Today I'm going to present about Greece. I made a project that I started before Christmas and finished it today. Okay. What are myths? A myth is a narrative that often includes great heroes, supernatural beings, gods and goddesses, and monsters. At first, these tales were passed down from one generation of people to the next by word of mouth as stories, songs, and poems. Around 2,800 years ago, myths were written down. Pictures of the characteristics in the myths are often decorated on Greek vases, pots, and coins. Okay. Many famous mythical heroes and beasts are carved into statues and decorated in temples. This is a vase, a Greek vase, that has a spear of Athena drawn on it. And this is a coin with Poseidon's trident. It's 25 cents. History, geography, and daily life. Greece was a country at the south of Europe beside the Aegean Sea. Greece consists of a rocky landmass and a lot of islands. Okay, 2 is history. Flourishing between 800 and 150 BC, ancient Greece was a single kingdom, but a group of was not one single kingdom, but a group of tiny states with a common language. The most powerful states were Athens and Sparta. This is a map of the world, and this is the south of Europe, and this is where Greece is. Great. Right at the start. Okay?
Yeah, and next people. I'll have second part of history.
Gods and goddesses from different regions soon blended into the main characters that we know today. Greeks believe that mythology are part of their history.
Yes.
Okay. Not everyone could be a citizen at Greece. Sometimes slaves could buy their freedom using their money or borrowing. If their master agreed to this, they would have to pay the same amount as if they were sold.
Good.
Yeah. Why do people believe in Greek gods? Greeks believed that the whole nature was created by the gods. In spring, before they plant the plants, they sacrifice to Demeter, the wheat goddess. When they go sailing, they make sacrifice to the sea god Poseidon. And when they go hunting, they make sacrifices to Artemis. Greeks also believe that thunder is rained by Zeus and storms are from Poseidon as well. The Greeks as well believe after death, you have to put a coin under your tongue so that your soul would go to Hades.
Yeah, great.
Overview of all Greek gods that are met in stories. Okay. There was once chaos, and out of chaos came Gaia, the Mother Earth, and Uranus. Uranus and Gaia had a son and a daughter?
Yeah.
They got married, right?
Yeah.
They got a son and a daughter that got married and had a child named Leto. And Leto got married with Zeus. And they had 2 kids named Apollo and Artemis. Okay. And they also had Kronos, Rhea, And Kronos killed his father Uranus and threw a bit of the blood into the sea because the eldest brother didn't work with him. So from the sea came Aphrodite, and Aphrodite had a son by herself named Eris.
Question.
Yeah?
How can brother and sister get married?
Oh, in gods and titans, they could actually get married to their siblings and something, or their children, because that's what Gia did.
Yeah.
Kronos married his sister Rhea, and they had 6 children named Poseidon, Hades, Hestia, Hera, Zeus, and Demeter. Zeus and Demeter got married first, and they had a child named Persephone. And Zeus and Metis had a child too, but the legend said that Zeus's child was going to be better than Zeus, so he ate Metis, but then he had a headache, and he asked the blacksmith god Hephaestus to crack open his head, and Athena came out.
Yeah. Okay.
Hera had 2 sons by herself named Eris and Hephaestus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then Oceanus and Thetis got married and had Iapetus.
Mm-hmm.
And Iapetus got... No, what is this name? Prometheus, Epimetheus, and Atlas. Atlas was married. I don't get that, Atlas. And Maie and Zeus got married and had a child named Hermes, which is the messenger god. And yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Next. Oh, no,
Yeah.
Okay. Gaia was the Mother Earth. Uranus was the god of heaven. Hera, queen of heaven, goddess of mothers. Zeus, king of heaven. Hades, the underworld. Poseidon, sea. Demeter, crops, and Persephone, nature. Athena, warfare and wisdom. Hephaestus, blacksmith. Eris, war. Apollo, sun, pottery, archery, and prophecies. And Artemis, the goddess of hunting.
Okay, good.
Aphrodite, the goddess of love, and Eris, falling in love.
Yeah.
Like the god of falling in love. Who is your favorite god, goddess, and why? My favorite goddess is Artemis. Artemis is the goddess of hunting. I like hunting as well, and little creatures that she hunts down. I also like her because I like archery. She is very beautiful and brave too. I also like the pack of hunting dogs that she uses while she's hunting with her followers.
Yes.
If you were your favorite god, goddess, what would you do and what would you not do? If I was Artemis, I will hunt down only harming animals and not harmless, and bless the people with the right things. If I was Artemis, I would not hunt down harmless animals, and I wouldn't kill other mortals with my bow for no reason.
Yeah.
Which city is the most famous? Introduce it. Athens was the most famous city. Athens was ruled for many years by a single ruler or a group of noblemen. Then in 508 BC, the Athenians adopted a new form of government named democracy, which means power by the people. All male citizens were allowed to vote. The votes were made to drop white pebbles for yes and black pebbles for no. They also made temples to the gods and goddesses. This is a vase to vote. for yes and no. And this is the temple Parthenon for Athena in Athens.
Athens is the...
Athens is the capital of Greece.
Today.
Oh yeah, today. What are Greek linked to today's? Greek linked to today's are some things that we still have or know today. Here are some examples. A lot of companies use characters from Greek myths. FTD florists use the image of Hermes as a sign how they could deliver flowers over the world. Sports clothing companies use Nike, the goddess of victory known for her speed. Gia was Earth Mother, and we still use the phrase Mother Earth. The Muses were the goddesses of music, poetry, history, theater, and astronomy. Melphonemi was the muse of tragedy, and Thyla the muse of comedy. These two opposite figures are often shown on theaters today, shown as frowning and smiling masks. What are Greek legacy? Which is the most important? The temples the Greeks built for their gods were carefully balanced in size and shape. Their height and length were in the correct number of columns so that it was also pleasing to look at. Most Greek statues tell stories of gods, heroes, and monsters. Even today, carved scans on flat pieces of stone called reliefs, as well as sculptures, are influenced by ancient Greek art. The second page of Greek legacy, astrological zodiac. 12 constellations of the zodiac can all trace back to the Greek mythology. Science and medicine. Greeks believed in the role of their gods in science and medicine. If you look up in the night sky, you can see a group of stars called constellations. Hippocratic Oath. Doctors swear on the Hippocratic Oath that they will practice good medicine. The Dr. Hippocrates was the first doctor to say that diseases were natural and not punishments from gods. Law and democracy. Greeks were the first people to use a jury to help decide the guilt or the innocence of an accused person, just as the gods give out punishments and rewards.
Good.
Shioji and Greek myths. Greek myths. It's Greek. The gods are from family to family. Gods look like mortals. Greek myths. Shioji. It's Chinese. The Buddha, Fu, and gods all learn to be these things, and the gods look like creatures. The similarities. They all have gods. They all have temples. The mortals all pray. They make sacrifices. There's monster, godly weapons, power, and trickery. I think, Sun Wukong and Greek gods. Who will win? I think Sun Wukong, because he has a powerful weapon made by the Chinese god Long Wang, and the Chinese gods are stronger than the Greek gods. He could also change form or change into several of these things so that the other gods don't know which one is right, not like Arlangshan. I have read all these books. Greek gods, Greek heroes, Greek myths, understanding Greek myths, and 1/4 of the blood of Olympus. My questions. A question. What sport is the most popular in Greece? What is the Greece flag like? Why do people think that the gods live on Mount Olympus? Why do some people don't have freedom?